Welcome to the Rob and Kale Show. Rob Sanders.
His own mother slapped the stork that delivered it.
And Kale Hall.
He doesn't deserve to be in this business. He deserves to have been blackballed.
The Rob and Kale Podcast.
And welcome into the Rob and Kale Podcast. I'm Rob Sanders. Thanks for joining us this evening. My partner in crime is the bald man from the upstate, a gentleman that is, I venture to say, he's upset that he made the trek through the frozen ice yesterday to come to Columbia, and his team played like a big vat of hot dog water. Am I safe to say that there, Jackpot?
Not too happy with that one. Yeah. A lot of rainy weather, dangerous roads, this, that, and the other. Come down, and see a team play some uninspired basketball for 40 minutes. It's not my cup of tea, but it is what it is, and that's all part of being a Gamecock.
Well,
you take the good with the bad.
Did it hurt bad that you kind of got your teeth kicked in, or did it hurt bad that the guy that led the scoring grew up about 15 minutes from the CLA there?
Well, first off, when I was watching the game, I had no damn clue who that was. I only found that out after the game. And second, especially get their teeth kicked in, they made some runs. And, when they decided to start playing basketball, they did pretty well, but it's too little too late. They are horrible. These son of a bitches turned the ball over in the first half. They've turned the ball over at least 10 damn times. I know. And it said that they hit 22 of 29 foul shots for the game over on CBS Sports. I think that's bullshit. There is no fucking way they hit that many damn foul shots. They're fucking horrible. Although, I didn't sit there and count it, but there is no way they shot 75% from the charity stripe. They're fucking terrible. It's uninspired basketball, and it's like they have nothing to play for. It's just boring. The crowd at that arena yesterday was the same way. It was like going to a funeral, to be honest.
The crowd wants to know if you're eating duck donuts, sir.
No, I'm eating some tater tots, and I'm also having some ham sliders that we made tonight for dinner. It's from a recipe off TikTok from a girl that.
Oh, slow down. You're on TikTok?
I ain't on TikTok. My girlfriend watches TikTok videos, and there's some girl on there that made
if you're on TikTok and you're dancing on TikTok, you are cheating on the show, sir, because none of us has seen that shit.
And I'm on TikTok. I said she was watching TikTok. She watched a girl on there that does some recipes, and she sings a little jingle. She says, "Stand by your pan." And then she made some ham sliders. So we're making the ham sliders from "Stand by your pan." They're pretty good, too.
Ben Simmons says, "Suck it, Kalester, I'm out."
Well, you can get out then, by God.
Get out, Ben. You tall bastard. No one likes you anyway, you tall motherfucker. Anyway, someone's late to the party. They want to know what happened to the comrade. The comrade decided he wanted to do other things.
My God, how many times do we have to answer this question?
They want to know what happened to the comrade. I'm just saying that's what people want to know over there. What happened to him? And I've told people. So he decided, if you go and look at his, you can follow him at the Pesky Pole. He is doing replays of 1974 Boston Red Sox games. That's what he's doing. So there you go. That's what Comrade wants to do, man. I mean, I can't make him do shit.
Boom.
All right. Anyway, we have stuff we're going to get into tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about Lisa says as many times as we need to hear it, douche. They want us to make him call in. You know what? Fuck, we can just call him now. Fuck, what the fuck's he gonna do? Watch. I'll call him and he won't even answer the phone. Seriously. We'll have a story time with Comrade here. Watch. Call him up right now.
No,
there
we
you
don't
go.
do that. No, we don't do that.
Call him and say hello. See if he probably won't answer the phone. He's got like 100,000 emails. As we see, he's not going to answer the phone. So he's probably sitting there thinking those doofuses are thinking I'm gonna answer the phone. I'm not. There you go. So he's not gonna answer the phone.
Watching that.
He's probably watching over there under a name under there. No, Kale did not run the Comrade off. God damn. Anyway, I don't need commentary from my wife sitting over there today. Anyway, the stuff we're going to get into this evening, we're going to talk a little bit about the rebuilding teams in the SEC East. We're going to take a moment. We'll look at the South Carolina basketball game. Kale's kind of jumped into that already. We'll talk about Clemson going to the bank on Friday night. I can imagine if there was if Kale gave a shit about Clemson basketball, watching that, he would have been mad. Did you see the final play from that, Kale?
No, I was working. I worked that night. I was off of work Friday or Saturday and Sunday, but I was working Friday night.
Yeah.
So
Nick Honor with a shot from about 5 foot. Basically, he was at the top of the paw and took a shot, banked it in over a big Georgia Tech fellow. We might play that later on in the show.
God bless him.
That
Get down.
Jackpot would have been mad as hell about that. All right, so let's thank our sponsors, Callaway's Bar and Grill, Callaway'sBarandGrill.com out in West Columbia. Go by and check them out. They have retro video games, all kinds of good stuff there. Callaway's Bar and Grill, Callaway'sBarandGrill.com. Keith wants you to give the dog a slider. By the way, Keith is a patron of the show. So thank our patrons, which include Keith and Lawton Swan of Clemson Sports Talk, Thomas Dana Young, Stacey Hamp, Keith Harrelson, Jamie Phillips, Tabitha Sims, Robert Knight. Then we've got Lisa Sester Harkins, Jeff Pritchett, Christian Young, Eddie Hicks, Sally Donegan, and Melanie Buchart. They all love the show, and they contribute $1 or $2. If you want to be a patron, look in the show link here, and you can get into the being a patron if you want for the show. We also have Dennis Wilson from DNC Trucking and Transport, who just made his way back from Texas, where I'm hearing Texas is full of bullshit. That's the words I heard from the Wilson camp. But he's with DNC Trucking and Transport with Fireside Chats with Uncle Kale. Uncle Kale, read away.
It sucks to be a Gamecock. You know why? We have a talented team, but they have turned Frank Martin into Uncle Fester. We need Shane Beamer to be a home run high. It's been 2,270 days since my team has beaten Clemson on the football field. Remember, it sucks to be a Gamecock. Go Tigers.
All facts from Dennis Wilson from DNC Trucking and Transport. Nothing there is not a fact. I mean, Frank Martin does look like Uncle Fester now. Shane Beamer does need to be a home run higher, and the numbers up there are all factual. So, normally you can look at the facts we bring and maybe question them a little bit. Yeah, not so much with those. All those are facts. So there you go with that. All right, Jackpot, which way do you want to go? Do you want to talk about basketball first? Or you want to talk about the rebuilding teams in the East? Or do you want to talk
let's talk some football. I'm tired of talking about basketball, for God's sake.
Well, yeah. I mean, your team's a shithole, so
congratulations. Anyway, what?
Look, I was thinking about this earlier today, And there are what, 3 teams in the SEC East that are rebuilding.
Congratulations on beating Georgia Tech by 2. They beat you by 30.
We're going to the tournament. What the hell does that matter? Do you want to talk about that?
What's the difference? I don't know. Whatever.
We're going to the tournament. Are you going to the tournament?
You going to the ACC tournament? Congrats.
No. We're going to the actual NCAA tournament. That's where we're going.
If you don't do well in the ACC tournament, you ain't.
They're not going to play an ACC tournament. There was a release on that the other day that the NCAA has said that conferences can determine whether or not they want to play their tournaments or not. I think everyone's going to opt out. Clemson's going to finish 6th or 7th in the ACC.
How can you be proud of making the NCAA tournament if you didn't even win anything in the ACC tournament? That's just that's like going to a bowl game without having to. I don't know, without playing half your conference schedule in football.
That's
like those teams with losing records. That's like those teams with losing records that went to the bowl games and lost. That's just ridiculous and sad.
We'll get a chance to talk about Clemson in the tournament because Clemson and Furman are probably going to make the tournament. So the rest of them, not so much. But let's talk football. There are 3 teams in the East that are rebuilding. And the question is which team do you think has the capability of being respectable first? And what I mean by that is, I'm not saying contending with Georgia to take down the East crowd. I'm saying getting back to bowl eligibility. So anyway, there's that.
What teams are rebuilding?
Well, I mean, the 3 teams that have new coaches is what I'm saying. Those are the teams that are rebuilding.
Okay, I'd venture to say Kentucky's rebuilding, and I would venture to say that Missouri is still. I don't know what they are. I don't know if they're building or I don't know, but they didn't look too great last year if they weren't playing something named Kentucky or LSU. So
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It seems like the SEC East is the rich. There's 2 in the rich category, and there's like 5 in the not so rich category, and we're kind of battling ourselves to see who can get out of the shit bag first.
Realistic one. We finally found someone that loves me. Everybody loves Kale. Discovered Rob 2 weeks ago on a podcast he did by himself. Most entertaining conversation, sports talk I've ever heard. Lots of back and forth with the people in the live chat. Hilarious. Well, thank you, sir.
He must have listened to you talk to Marcus Maserati.
I did feel bad because I kind of ripped up Marcus Mariota the other day, and I felt bad about it, but he had it coming. So there's that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I meant jackpot. You can talk about the other teams and they're in a constant rebuild mode, but the 3 teams that I'm talking about are Vanderbilt, Tennessee, and South Carolina. Who has the chance to be better the fastest is what I'm trying to say. And, and who's in the bigger hole? You can make the argument for Vanderbilt constantly being in a hole because they're an academic institution, but you can also make an argument that Tennessee right now is terrible with no one there. And South Carolina could be considered to be, one of the toughest rebuilds with the fact that they have the Muschamp stench on them. And they have, all these guys that just opted out on them. There's that too.
I mean, that's true. But I mean, that all those guys that opted out were playing in the 2020 season. So, I don't have anything to do with 2021. I mean, J.C. Horn, Israel Mukumwa, and Ernest Jones weren't going to play a snap in 2021 anyway, regardless of what happened in 2020.
So Israel thing again for me. I want to make sure I heard that correctly. Israel who?
Israel.
Holy shit.
I mean, they weren't going to play any snaps in 2021, so I mean, it really doesn't matter what they did in 2020. I mean, that's a moot point. I mean, want y'all just go on ahead and talk about what you want to talk about. And that was the fact that we had a shitty recruiting class and 13 damn commitments. I understand that. But, we were, if you will go to transferportal.com, ranked number 2 in transfer portal utilization this year. So,
what is transferportal.com? That sounds like
it's a website. I don't know. It grades the people that use the transfer portal. Right, number 2 in transfer portal utilization.
If my team was up on transferportal.com, the only coaches that do well there need burner phones.
Oh, well, we're ranked number 78 in regular stuff. Ranked number 2 there. You put those two together, divide it by 2, and average it out. We're like number 39.
Okay. Some comments from the comment section. SEC Dog says he can't wait to see Carolina Jackpot in his tater gear week 1. I'll have to see it to believe it. You never agreed to wear Clemson clothes, sir. You just agreed to cheer on the team. Or are you wearing Clemson clothes, sir?
No, I didn't. I don't have any.
Well, we can make that happen. By the way, hit the super chat if you want to outfit Uncle Cale here in Clemson gear for the Georgia game.
There's
you guys
a
know how to do that over there. If you'd like to see,
hold on. There's a picture from way back.
We can get him. We can think about the stuff we can get him. We can get him a nice Clemson T-shirt, maybe some Clemson face paint he can put on his bald head. That'd be awesome.
There's a picture here from way back with
the
fucking.
You look like in that picture, like it was a mugshot. Like
I don't know why I had that on, but I did.
I with that, I'm just asking because you look like in that mugshot, like you were you got caught stealing crispy curly fries from the Arby's and they done hooked you up and you're just standing there like,
I was in CVS, so I might have gotten caught stealing some of the markdown Reese's from Easter. Or that was the date on that was February 17th, 2016. I might have been stealing some markdown Valentine Reese's.
Yeah.
So
poor Jackpot. No, but I don't think he agreed. But if we get enough folks that contribute, well, maybe Jackpot will wear that. I don't know. We'll have to see. Get your screenshots ready. SEC Dog with another comment says, I'm sure Rob will agree with Mark Rogers. I'm the dumbest in the comments section. No, sir. When you actually want to talk football and you're not trolling, you're actually a pretty good fan, I would think. I mean, you support a garbage team, but you're a good fan. That doesn't make you silly.
Yeah, don't get down on yourself. Damn. We don't want to be like contributing to a suicide here. Shit.
Exactly. We don't want to hurt your feelings here. This show is about positivity. I mean, other than the fact that your team is a shit show and has a shit show coach, we still think you might be a good person. Just saying. Lots of people support shit shows. 80,000 people every game go to South Carolina games. They're supporting a shit show. There's some good Gamecock fans out there. Jackpot's not wanting to hear that.
Now I tell you, yesterday when I went to the game in Colonial Life Arena with the 1,000 fans or whatever, it was like, yeah, I understand that it's not going to be loud, it's not going to be like normal, but they were just dead. They came on when they were down by 18 points. It comes up on the scoreboard. Make noise. And I'm like, what the fuck? But make noise of what? I started beating my cup on the side of the seat. I make a fucking noise. Blah, blah, blah. No, I'm like, man, this is just like, I don't know when I've ever been in Columbia and it was just dead. It was just, I know that.
I'm not, and once again, I'm not trying to be on the Gamecock bandwagon here, but you play in a concert arena that holds 18,000 people. So when you have 1,000 in there, you're what, 1/18th of capacity? It's like a fucking barn anyway.
Well, they had the damn piped in music playing down by the down on the baseline for the players, I guess, the music, and it's like, I mean, it's just like, it sounds like a big loud fan. And it's just like, God damn, shut that fucking thing off. It sounds like shit. It really does. Just don't do it. Just turn it the fuck off. Let's just do it. I mean, I guess I think if we don't have this place, going with that, I mean, it's going to sound like a damn Baptist church gym down the road where they're playing basketball. But I mean, fair be it to be that, but to be what it was, I mean, it sounded like it's a big barn with artificial noise, with a shitty team playing. It's throwing the fucking basketball away and not playing good. Yeah, it wasn't a good mix. Yeah, I would not do the artificial piped-in noise. Sounds like garbage.
Well, but maybe I think that piped in noise was also for the fans that were watching at home, because when you watch these games, it seems like, I mean, you had to get used to it at first, but it seems like it's, I mean, sort of okay. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's sort of okay.
Okay. So it's more for the fans that were watching.
Yeah, they don't give a shit about you 1,000 people that are sitting in the stands there. They don't give a damn. They could care less about you.
Well, guess not. It's weird, and it's weird too, because this is the first time I've been to a sporting event since this COVID. Have you been to a sporting event since the COVID, Rob?
I'm trying to think. Have I been to a sporting event since COVID started? No. The last sporting event I went to was I went to the South Carolina Clemson baseball game at the Firefly Stadium downtown. The Gamecocks whipped our ass. So, well, yeah.
They had all the seats that you could not sit in. They had them zip tied with a black zip tie. I mean, you were not pulling them down to sit in them. It was weird. It was just weird.
How far was it from you to anyone else?
Like 6 rows down this way, and like the next section over this way. There was nobody. I mean, there were like 1, 2, 3, 4. There were like 4 people in our section.
Well, did they have concessions, Cale? Could you get you?
They had like I'd say if there's like 20 concession stands in that arena,
yeah,
maybe 4 of them were open, sell drinks and stuff, but that was it. Yeah.
Did they have beer? I know the Gamecocks talking about having beer.
Yeah.
Could you buy a beer?
Yeah, if you wanted to.
$12?
Huh?
Was it like $12 a beer?
I don't know. I bought 2 of the cups and the old Forever to Thee glass, and it was $14 for 2 Diet Cokes.
Well, it's a good thing you got 2 of them. You can crap in one and cover it up with the other.
No, I can do neither one of those. I can drink out of one Diet Mountain Dew for years and years to come, and with the other one, I can look at with star glassed over eyes with enjoyment.
Well, but my theory works better. Crap in one, cover it up with the other. That's what your basketball team's done right now.
No, I don't. Well, God damn it, I don't
care. Jackpot's gonna be so mad at me.
I mean, they're ridiculous. I mean, and honestly, I can just tell you. I mean, last night watching these guys, I watching Ole Miss and then play. I mean, they were just not as good. I mean, Ole Miss is better. I mean, they were. I mean, they were faster. I mean, they were. They had a more of a sense of urgency. Yeah, South Carolina had a sense of urgency. Well, they got down 18, and then they decided to start playing fucking basketball. But until that happened, they had no sense of urgency. They acted like just what the fuck ever. They were throwing the ball away. They must have thrown the ball. They threw the ball away, I know, 3 times in the first 5 minutes and scored like 2 points. So that's like a recipe for mega fucking disaster, and that's what happened last night.
Brandon wants to know 7th Woods is as good as advertised.
I mean, he's okay, and he scored in the first half. I mean, came out second half. I don't know. He scored like 10 points. No. I mean, he looked like he played uninspired basketball too. It's really not that great. He wears number 23 for the Gamecocks, so that's pretty cool. I know he wasn't allowed to wear that one at North Carolina, obviously. So, yeah.
Brock says, "Watch it, Rob. You're gonna make Kale take out his anger on his tots."
I don't have any tots.
Beth says, "I just got to quit giving you a hard time. You usually don't like to talk basketball. I can talk basketball. Come on, man." Anyway, yeah, but getting back to the rebuilding thing, of the three, I think the team that will have, I think it's kind of hard to put Vanderbilt into that mix because they are an academic institution. But I guess if it comes back down to South Carolina and Tennessee, I don't know what the sanctions are going to be at Tennessee, but man, I just think that they're just a flaming pile of dog poo right now. They're going to be tough, in my opinion, to get back to respectability fast.
South Carolina at least seems to have some upward trajectory with Shane Beamer, and I mean, and with Tennessee, I mean, you got with Heupel. I mean, it sounds like some people are already like turning their eyes sideways at his hire and like, questioning some of the things he's done, and because he's already been a head coach. So he's already been a head coach, and he already dropped his, extra large BVDs down around his ass and took a doo-doo on the UCF program, didn't tell him goodbye, didn't tell Dylan Gabriel goodbye, and now Dylan Gabriel is all up in his feelings on Twitter and telling everybody how much of a butthole he was, not telling bye-bye. And so I'm sure that resonates with people. Nobody said anything like that about Shane Beamer yet. Nobody Oklahoma, fussed about him.
Ziggy's tired of your shit.
Ziggy's tired of my Ziggy. Kel be tired of your shit soon. Stop it, God damn it. Nobody said anything like that about Shane Beamer. Everything's been totally positive, 100% positive, Mike. So there's that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess that Josh Heupel at least has been a head coach long enough to make some doo-doo and step in it a time or two. So he's done that up there, and I don't know.
Ziggy's mad.
Fuck him. They had a good recruiting class going into this season or coming out of it or whatever. But
yeah, weren't they number 4 at one point or some shit?
Yeah, but I mean that was when they had signed like 30 kids, and people like Clemson and Georgia and Ohio State signed like 4. So I think they ended up like 15th or something. So
yeah, something like that.
South Carolina's finished 15th many times. If you'll watch my video from earlier, and it hasn't really benefited us a whole hell of a lot. So, it's not exactly got me quaking in my boots.
Well, we'll have to see how that worked. I just think that Tennessee, with the sanctions that are coming, they're going to be a bigger problem. Alan the Troll Patrol says 2 years, no bowl games, 3 years probation, and 4 years loss of scholarships.
But probably wasn't going to any bowl games anyway. But I don't know what happened to all the kids there. We know Eric Gray left. Did the Hyatt kid, did he stay there?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. What about the Crouch kid that's from Charlotte? Do you know if he stayed there or no?
I think he left, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Alabama's supposed to be getting the guy that you were talking about. What? Henry Tio? I'm butchering his name. You pronounce it correctly. I don't.
Henry Toto.
Yeah, is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah,
I'm not being smart ass.
Great, I'm sure. Like they fucking need him. Thank God. Thank God he went to Alabama and just saved their fucking season.
If his mom is listening, Mrs. Toto, I'm sorry I mispronounced it. Send your hate tweets to @RobSoundsGood. At Hall_Kale got it correctly. You send your love tweets there. Zach says Crouch is staying through the spring to give the staff the chance.
I thought so. I didn't think they'd left to go anywhere. Like I said with the other kid, if you went to Alabama, thank God he saved Nick Saban's. He saved his career. Because they probably wouldn't have made it without him.
Well,
I'm sure they would have had a horrible season.
Wrap this up for a second, and seriously on this. I think we talked about it the other night.
The guy already scored a touchdown in Williams-Brice. Why the fuck did he come down here and play? God damn.
Well, I mean, because the former coaching staff would have put him on offense thinking that he knows where the end zone is. That's why.
Well, I'm not there anymore.
He wants to play defense, Kale. They'll put him on offense because he knows how to score. That's why. You can't change that young man's career. He's been playing defense forever. You can't expect him to, we have to put you on offense now. No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work at all. One of the other notes, and I think we talked about this too, was that you had the guy that the Tennessee punter. You got to give Crouch credit for sticking around and trying to honor his commitment to Tennessee, but the punter was like, "Nah, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna go to Memphis." Who in their right mind says, "You know what? I'm gonna leave Tennessee and I'm gonna go to Memphis"? That is the most.
Jerry Lawler? I don't know who.
Shit. You say shit like that, and I want to start singing Elvis tunes. I can't do that. I'll be singing what it's like. What is it? Tennessee's a hunk of bird and trucks.
Just a hunk of burning love.
Yeah, exactly.
Hunk of burning love.
What a shithole Tennessee
got
is.
My long sideburns, got my hair slicked back. I'm on to your town in my pink Cadillac. I'm just a honky tonk man. Anyway.
Honky tonk man.
I'm just a honky tonk man.
We're talking about.
I'm cocky and I'm bad.
I could see you. Get with that.
I picked the mean guitar. I wear blue suede.
Correct. So the Georgia defensive lineman. No, that's like from a long time ago. I'm trying to find. There was a Georgia player that got arrested because he decided to take the boot off of his car.
It was like on Parking Wars. A&E used to have a TV show on called Parking Wars. They were in Detroit, they were in Philadelphia, and then they was in New York City, I think. And they would follow these booters around and parking attendants around. They would, give people tickets for having expired fucking parking meters, and they would boot them for they had like this fucking laptop that they carried around in the van, and it would alert them like if it scanned the license plate that had like outstanding parking tickets that hadn't been paid, and they would go put a boot on the damn thing. And sometimes they had people come out and raise hell and try to stop them from putting the fucking boot on it, and just all kind of crazy shit. So I guess he had a boot on his for not paying parking tickets. So, and you know what? God bless the UGA fan base, because they will sit there. I can guarantee you somebody's going to sit there and blame the partying lifestyle and how great of a partying city, and there's so much to fucking do here, and a kid gets caught up in it. And one of my commenters, Daniel Moore, says it's like a mini Las Vegas jackpot, a mini Las Vegas, and blah, 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 and how fucking great Athens is, and it's just so easy to do that shit. I'm sure that we will see that comment somewhere from somebody. That's why he got a damn boot, because by God, there was just a fucking concert going on right here, and he had to stay and watch that shit. I'm sure that's why he got that last parking ticket that he couldn't pay.
Well, let's get what actually happened here. So arrest warrants are out for the wide receiver Demetrius Robertson after he is alleged to have removed a parking boot last weekend from a vehicle at the East Campus parking deck. The Athens Banner Herald reports. He's accused of interference with government property and theft by taking. What the hell is theft by taking? And by the way, and this is as real as I can be here. How in the blue hell what the blue hell are you going to do with a boot? Once you get it off, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the boot with me. I'm gonna take the boot off my car and be like, you know what? Let's load that son bitch up so I can keep it.
I don't know. They throw them away. Somebody on that Parking Wars show brought one like to the downtown office and it had like weeds and honeysuckle vines growing through it. They said, "We found this down by the basketball court." I'm like, "Oh yeah, we put that on somebody's car last week. Thank you." SEC Dog says Athens PD, aka revenue collectors. The entire state of Georgia cops do that. No one else does no wrong in college football team. Shaking my effing head. There you go.
Well, there's more, ladies and gentlemen. The interference of government property charge is a felony. So he could have a felony on his record. Let's hope this football thing works out for him. The boot is valued at $750.
Damn.
At 11:30 on Friday, February 5th. Between 11:30 Friday on February 5th and on Monday, February 8th.
Pair of boots.
Georgia confirmed on Wednesday that Robertson was returning to the team for a sixth season. Sixth season. There we go. Taking advantage of an extra year of eligibility. He transferred in following 2 seasons at Cal. He had 12 catches for 110 yards last season. Yeah.
His whole career has just been shitty. Apparently, I didn't know this. Lou said that when he committed to Cal, he did it on ESPN or something, and they made some kind of big deal production of it, and he had like a thing on an easel with Cal written on it, his school of choice, and he pulled the little cover off of it.
Was it spelled correctly?
He said he had it upside down. So it says lack. And that's about true. They lacked a lot. They lacked a lot of offense and defense.
Oh wow. What a shit show that is.
Yeah.
So, well, anyway, we're gonna take calls in a second. Jackpot, I don't think you know about this. Jackpot's been doing some restaurant reviews, and I found a classic Jackpot restaurant review for Dairy Queen. Would you like me to share that with the fine people here, Jackpot?
Well, go ahead. God.
I mean, this is some good stuff, Jackpot. Hold on, let's make sure I've got it correctly queued up here. But apparently, Jackpot's been doing he's been doing a lot of what's it called? A lot of reviews for everything from he did the Uva yesterday. He's done
I've done, and I was gonna do Del Taco yesterday too. We wanted to sit down inside and eat, and that fucking it was raining. And it was just nasty, and we couldn't sit down inside because they were closed.
Yeah,
2 double cheeseburgers.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can get this. Yeah, so you had to sit outside. Is that what it was?
Yeah, I mean we didn't go. So.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me change my camera here. My camera's acting silly. Hold on. Change my camera. As we just go to this camera. There we go. All right. Let's see if that'll boot up in a second. Okay. Anyway, so I've got something I want to share here. That is, let me grab this here. This is from Jackpot from a long time ago. Apparently, this is Jackpot doing something with a Dairy Queen where I don't know if he had a problem with the Dairy Queen or what, but this is let's see how this works out here. Here we go.
And you know those two double cheese, the 2 double cheeseburgers were extra cheese only, nothing else on them. Just extra cheese only, that's it. Extra cheese, nothing else on them. We figured you'd have that already by the time we got up here. Didn't know what? Didn't know whether to fix it or not. You thought we were ribbing? We wouldn't have ordered it if we didn't want it fixed. Goddamn. You're a fucking idiot. This is a fucking comedy show. Hey, this looks like a fucking comedy bus to you. You know what? Hey, don't you want me to goddamn come through that fucking window and cut you? There we go.
This is why I got a little upset.
Hey, we ordered the damn shit. Because we're hungry, not because we wanted to fuck around. Don't cuss me, you fucking ugly bitch. We've been waiting 15 minutes in a motherfucking line, you stupid son of a bitch. Anyway, we ordered goddamn $30 worth of fucking food and sit here for 15 minutes and they don't even start fixing it till we get up here because they think we're fucking joking. We've been sitting here 15 minutes. They don't even start the order.
Yeah. Jackpot, I've got to know, man.
Fireball. So what year was that? I was in 1994. I was wearing my Zubaz pants then.
Zubaz pants. Hold on, let me refresh.
What happened there?
Zubaz pants. What exactly does that entail? Where do you buy Zubaz pants, baby? Those are cool.
I bought mine from Academy Sports back in '93. What's his name? Dennis Wilson says Jackpot always stuffing his face. He needs to go on a diet plan. Well, Dennis, I mean, I heard your wife's pussy was low carb, so there we go with that.
I heard his wife made good breakfast. That's what I heard.
I can stuff my face and still lose weight. Ha! Haven't tried yet.
Jerome says, "I'll come through that drive-through window, you stupid bitch." I like where Jackpot called her a cunt. You dumb cunt.
Well, she was. I mean, my God. I mean, what an idiot.
We want double cheese, double onions. That's what we want, and we wanted them fixed 15 minutes ago. Get your shit right.
Yeah, I mean, just because we ordered a lot of food, she was just like, "Oh, we wanted what you got up here to fix it to see, or just buy it to see if we were gonna fix it or not, to make sure you wasn't fucking around." I'm like, no, we wouldn't sit back here damn ordering it if we wanted to sit around, you stupid ass. I mean, that's why we wanted the food. We were hungry.
Fireball says, "How old were you? Like 20?" Yeah, Kale was about. I think you were 25 in that video, if I remember correctly. That video was sent to me, by the way, so thanks to the folks that sent that to me, so appreciate it. Good stuff there. Anyway, Brock says, if Jackpot had to eat his own words, he'd be on my 700-pound life. Why the hell is everybody making fun of Jackpot being chunky tonight? What's wrong with you guys?
Unfortunately, I don't, so
yeah. All right, well, I'm going to open up the phones for a minute, and then we'll get out of here, Jackpot. Let me get the phones going here in case someone wants to call up and talk with us tonight. Let me get those moving here because I had to reboot my entire browser. Google's making me verify myself again. Okay. There you go. I've verified myself, Google. If you'd like to be a part of the show this evening, if you want to talk about the South Carolina basketball team and how they're a gong show, then now coached by Uncle Fester, we'll be happy to take those calls.
Last night, I got some cash back from the Publix in Columbia that's located downtown there off of what is it? Fucking is it UG Street and Blossom?
Yeah, Hugie.
In that old
Yeah.
mill. Is that not the worst? That is the worst fucking place that anybody ever put a goddamn grocery store. You can't even fucking back up out of there. I mean, that's just dumb. When they're busy. I mean, I've been in there before when they were slow, and it's okay. But I mean, they were busy yesterday about 5 o'clock, and I mean, I about hit 3 people. Backed up into somebody's fucking apartment. I mean, what the fuck? And just go outside, go somewhere on a damn corner that's opened up and build you a fucking Publix and a nice little stretch of land and just have a damn day at it. I mean, why the fuck you gotta put it there?
There's a oh shit, what's it called? There's a there's a Piggly Wiggly downtown. That's old school, right? Not very many of those left.
Where's that at?
It's on Divine Street. It's not far from 4 or 5 blocks from 5 Points, but there's a Piggly Wiggly there and a Food Lion too. So
I didn't see those. I know where that Publix is, and it's always a fucking bitch to get in and out of.
It's
I
kind
don't
of
know
like
why I keep going in there. I guess I'm just partial to Publix.
it seems like every time I go in there, it's like someone's bitching about the soccer moms are bitching about how cold the milk is or some shit. Seems like a yuppie type place.
Well, the only food line I know of in the Columbia area that I ever go into is the one on the Irmo Broad River Road exit going out on 26. At Ballantyne, I go in there sometimes. That's out in Ben Simmons land.
Yeah, that's tall bastard.
Yeah, I go in there sometimes. That's not really Columbia, so
that's way the hell out there. All right, well, let's see here. If you guys want to take some calls here. 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905 is the number to
Brandon
call.
Coon says only 2 grocery stores in Clinton is Bilo and Ingalls. Yeah, and your Bilo's fixing to close up, so all you're going to have there is Ingalls. I feel bad for y'all.
Blake says we're getting 12 inches of snow. Sincerely,
go to Lawrence and shop at the Walmart. Don't go to Ingalls. Clinton people boycott Ingalls. Fuck Ingalls.
Fuck Ingalls. That's right.
Yeah,
we'll talk. I've not gone into an Ingalls since the whole kale thing. I don't go up in there. They don't get 1 red cent of mine. Fuck them.
No, fuck them.
I hold grudges. So there's that. Anyway, Danny says Piggly Wiggly is the only store we have in our hometown. There's nothing wrong with that. Go to the Pig. Got an Aldi and a Walmart in Lawrence right beside Clinton. Okay.
Yep.
Well, we're talking grocery stores tonight. All right. So 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905. Spring game anticipation. Someone talked about earlier. Yeah, there's going to be a spring game. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't think that Shane Beamer and those guys are going to show us anything in there. They're just going to run draws and get carries for certain folks, to be honest with you. I think that's what's going to happen. And yep, there the phones are working. So have at it. Give us a call. Look, you can hear me. We don't need that. There you go. So anyway, you can give us a call at 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905. I don't think they're going to show us much. There's a caller. Caller, welcome into the Rob and Kale show. What's up?
Hey, Rob, this is a first-time caller.
Hello, first-time caller.
My name's Taylor. I was actually in your Pick'em challenge in the fall.
Oh, cool, buddy. How you doing, Taylor?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. How are y'all doing?
Good. What you got for the show?
Well, since the subject is rebuilding, I was wondering, Jack, well, I can't say much. I'm actually a Baylor fan. So we're also rebuilding.
Okay.
So Jackpot, I was wondering how long you think it'll take for South Carolina to get back into a bowl game. Like how many years or whatever?
If they should make one this coming year. Honestly, with their non-conference schedule, I mean, they really should. They should win 3 games there, and I think 3 conference wins is not a stretch. If they don't make one this year, they should definitely make one in 2022. So no longer than 2 years.
Okay. There you go. How many guys they got coming back?
On which side of the ball, man? They've got, I think, 5 offensive starters, 5 defensive starters, something like that.
Yeah. Sounds
not
about right.
Yeah. Well, Taylor, man, hey, thanks for calling the show, buddy. We appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
All right, have a good day, buddy. All right, there you go. Taylor joining the show. Well, lots of people love the grocery talk. Maybe we shouldn't talk football. We should just talk groceries and low carb vagina.
Ron Pruitt said Lowe's food is rich man's Publix. I disagree. I think Publix is rich man Lowe's Foods. Lowe's Foods cheaper than Publix. I like Lowe's Foods, and I like Lowe's Foods over here in Simpsonville where I'm at. They put one 3 years ago, and I like going there. And last night on the way home from the ball game, we stopped and ate Mexican food in Chapin, South Kakalaka. And I saw that the old Bi-Lo in Chapin is converting over to a Lowe's Foods. And the Bi-Lo in Chapin was Winn-Dixie, where I used to work at. I worked at Winn-Dixie for years and years. It turned that into a Bi-Lo, and now it's going to be a Lowe's Foods. So it's like a 3rd generation store.
Welcome into the show. Good evening.
How are you? I'm doing good. How about you?
Good. What you got for the show?
So you were saying you're wanting to talk about like groceries and stuff?
Yeah. No, but that seems what people were wanting to talk about. But what do you got, man?
Nothing much. It's just my first time calling in, so I'm just trying to get an idea of what like this show's about and what y'all like.
Oh, well, we like to talk about sports things, but we are very broad in that we can talk about lots of things. I mean, Jackpot's already talked to us tonight about grocery stores, coaches that look like Uncle Fester, and low carb vagina. So, I mean, we could talk about anything.
I do want to talk about, like, I know a lot of people think Tennessee's going to be bad next year, and I totally get that, but I do think they have a couple good coaches.
Okay. Well, which 2 coaches
like
do you think
Rodney,
are good?
Like one of them, like Rodney Gardner from like Rodney Gardner and Kevin Steele from Auburn. Like I'm not sure if they're staying, but I'm not sure if Kevin Steele's staying.
I think Kevin Steele's going to stay around, but
we'll see. Well, hey, man, thank you for calling the show, buddy. We appreciate it.
No problem.
Have a good
All
day.
right, take care.
All right, there you go. Appreciate our callers as always. I don't know if Kevin Steele's staying or not. Danny says Georgia's going to go 15-0. Okay, Danny. Brandon says, when I was a young man, we had 2 other grocery stores here in Clinton, a Community Cash and a Food Lion.
I remember the Community Cash. I don't know where was the Food Lion at in Clinton.
No.
Brandon Coon, do you remember there used to be a Winn-Dixie in Clinton too, on that road that goes to Lawrence, Highway 76. It was up there on the left, going out of town. No, there was a belt. There was a belt to that parking lot too.
Remember Doshers? Doschers. That's where we shot when I was a kid. I was in Charleston when I was a kid. So
yeah, I remember seeing that when I went to the Citadel.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, we'll be back at it on Wednesday. Who do the Gamecocks play next in basketball, Jack Potter? Or are we not talking about them anymore?
I think that we're losing to Tennessee next. Maybe.
Yeah, it is Tennessee next.
Oh.
And then Clemson will play Notre Dame. They're going to go on the road to Notre Dame and play. We'll see how that works.
That's an L.
Notre Dame's a shithole. What are you talking about?
Doesn't matter. That's an L. Football team can't win there. Neither can the basketball team. L.
All right. Well, with that, this show's a wrap.